Welcome, welcome, welcome to Drop the Hammer. If you're new here, great. So are we.
It's perfect.
Yes, thank you. Yeah, I'm Maddie. This is Jay, of course, here in the center. And over to the right of your screen, we got Gorilla Steve.
Hey.
Good evening, gentlemen. Good evening. Good day.
Good evening. How you boys doing tonight?
I'm good. I'm good.
You're
I'm
good. You're always
I'm
good.
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm ready.
You know what I mean? I like it. You got the shirt unbuttoned tonight. You look like you're ready to party. Look at this. Chest hair.
So just putting out the vibe, dude.
Yeah,
Just putting out the vibe.
Loosen it up.
I don't know.
Like you want to talk about the movie? You like the movie, so it's hyped up.
It's a good flick. It's still has a nice layer of cheese on top. I mean, there's still tips of the sunglasses and things like that. Winks to the camera.
Yeah.
Tons of callbacks from the original.
Okay.
But as far
That's
as
expected.
Just quality cinematic action, can't beat it. Cannot beat it. Plus, zero political agenda. No talk about anything political. Really? No. Enemy is completely faceless and logoless and
what? How did they pull that off?
It's just black.
No
spoilers. Fucking black hoods, fucking mirrored visors. That's fucking it.
Oh, you mean literally?
They're the bad guys.
I thought you were.
Fucking bad guys.
I thought you were saying that as like pseudo psychological, saying that they're faceless. I thought you were. This was deep. You mean they actually were faceless?
Right. No, I'm in the most literal term, sir. Listen.
Okay, gotcha.
What else do you want from a movie? Are you not entertained?
Very nice. Nice reference.
I mean, there's nothing else you could do.
Nothing
else you could do.
Yeah, right. If honestly, if it isn't Gladiator, then it's got to be Top Gun.
Right. Exactly.
Right. What else do you want in a film?
Exactly.
Those two movies. If you only have those two movies, I feel like you're fine forever.
You're fine.
I might need Braveheart.
No.
Could need Braveheart.
Yeah, that's true.
I like William Wallace screaming.
Interesting thing I read about that is, what the budget was per hour to rent the planes?
No, but I heard it's like a windfall for the Air Force to use the planes because it comes with factored into that cost of the planes. There's like 8 or 9 crew members per plane to service it and keep it
right.
Well, that and like the contract is they're not allowed to touch a thing. Like if they touch anything, they're kicked out of the plane immediately.
Right.
But it's the U.S. cost to shoot with the plane and everything is $11,750 per hour.
11,000 an hour?
Yeah.
Seems reasonable.
It's actually
per plane?
Yeah.
Is that per plane?
That's
okay. Well,
per plane. So
I mean, technically, you probably didn't
per
need
plane.
More than a handful at the most because
that's per plane, per pilot, and everything.
The flying and the moving around and the this and the that is just you could do that all in one plane and cut it together.
Yeah, of course. Magic of editing these days.
Right. But with the Top Gun movie was the trailer for the next Mission Impossible, where apparently the guy that does all his own stunts is doing more crazy shit, like riding motorcycles off of cliffs and shit. So I don't know, man. I was not adverse to going to see a movie, but it really was a great go to see a movie experience, a normal, it's 1996 again, and I'm trying to make out in the back of the theater or something. It was, it was great.
Nostalgia.
Yeah, it was a good flick, good times.
Well, go see this movie. That's buy a C4.
It's like buying a ZR1. It's very similar.
Buy a ZR1. Go see Top Gun.
There you go. They go hand in hand.
Yeah, right. Paramount, not a sponsor.
Hashtag America.
Right, yeah.
All right.
But I think it's a good segue, of course, for us to talk about that. Not usually associated with the inverted antics of the Top Gun now franchise. But in my opinion, only slightly less important than those swinging wing jets and the 2 missiles. Oh, by the way, did you know that in the first movie, they only used 2 missile shots in that film and the rest were bottle rockets? I don't know. Yeah.
Really?
So, yeah. Mm-hmm. Sorry if I was supposed to say spoiler alert from 1986.
Gratuitous use of flares in this movie.
Yeah.
Nice. Proper.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the flares are, I think, a lot less expensive than actual missile shots off the
Well,
hard
they're
points.
taking
But
out missiles, but yeah, you know,
yeah.
lots of ICBMs, good shit. I gotta
Oh,
tell
that's
you,
cool. I like that a
excellent.
lot. Oh, very good. Well, anyways, less important but still iconic, I think, were the cars of Top Gun. And yes, we're including, of course, Maverick's Ninja in this. So yeah, hit us on a technicality with the motorcycle. But
Well, I've
so
got I've
anyway,
got things to talk about with the motorcycle.
okay, very good. That's what I like to hear. So let's fire up this supercomputer we have, which, by the way, we need a name for. If there's any suggestions out there, we want a name for our auction hunting supercomputer, then let's get the comments going on that. But let's see what we can find out there, examples and values. So, Jay, you want to go right into the Ninja, because I think even more iconic than the cars was that motorcycle, and I don't know if it carries into the new movie, but I imagine somehow it does.
I went to oh wait, how'd that get there? Hold on, stand by.
How dare you? How dare you?
Oh, so weird.
Sorry, guys. I'm sorry.
Sorry.
It's not. It's not.
It's
That's
who
not what I
am.
meant to do.
It's not
So,
who
No,
I
I
am.
understood.
so it's funny. Like we had talked about like auction sites and things, and how different stuff kind of goes crazy for different things, and we were curious about the Kawasaki Ninja. It's an ZX 900 in America, but it's the GPZ 900R more specifically is the bike that he had, and whether
very
that market reacted to the movie. Well, it turns out it doesn't. Nobody cares about motorcycles.
Okay,
Um,
fair enough.
if you, apparently there's not much of a market unless it's super vintage stuff. So because you can't even find them on most of the auction sites. There's a specific like vintage motorcycle thing if you want like an Indian like from before the turn of the century that runs on like whale blubber or something. But besides that, almost nothing. But a funny thing that I did come across looking at specific auction sites. So I put in GPZ 900. I literally have 21 results. Only one of them is that actual motorcycle. This first one here.
Really?
Yeah. So then you
That's
scroll
it.
down. This says, see the
Oh,
title
Jesus
here?
Christ. It's not
Right.
even.
No, that's not it.
No, not even close.
You
That's
see
what
this
I
one?
did, yeah.
The title? Nope. See there, but so the people selling bikes are biting, knowing people are searching to try to sell
For
their
that
other
bike.
wares. Yeah.
Okay, but
None of
so
these. Look, have you seen one yet? None.
So,
Zero.
so in a roundabout way, it is
Right.
pushing
I,
that.
So it
I
could
was
be
going to say
popular.
the market has to be there if this is what's happening.
The most popular search term for buying
Right.
a used motorcycle is Tom Cruise's crotch rocket. Yes, I agree, but this one's a 2016 Kawasaki.
Yeah.
So they're all different. And then if you get down further, these ones are just funny because they're not even full, like pictures of just random things.
That one is a Nigerian scam.
Yeah. And then these
Yeah,
ones,
I am a
Yes,
prince. I need your help.
these ones aren't actually what they are, but they're in the listing. They even list it as a 1984 Ninja 900.
Now, bro,
Even
look at
though
that
it's a
Harley
2000
Davidson with
Yeah, and
what
with the
the-
jet in the
with the
background.
jet.
How the movie may drive traffic to buy the bikes or to look for the bikes or to search for the bikes. The bikes themselves don't exist. Plus, if they do, it's about $4,000. So I'm not sure that they get a Top Gun bump at that price range.
That's a Florida bike too.
Yeah. No, you can go get this. This is
so-
your neck of the woods, sir.
I'm
around
telling
the
you,
corner.
I might just.
Here you
I
go,
already
pick
own
it
the
up.
jacket.
It's in great shape.
So, what's the over/under thought on somebody taking the old fairing looking like and putting it on a new chassis?
Ooh.
I don't know. It's possible. So what I could find more than bikes for sale are fairings for sale in multiple colors on eBay
Okay.
for the same bike, but you could find a lot of examples of the fairings and a lot of examples of parts. You may be able to build one just out of parts off of eBay Motors, but it would be more expensive than $4,000 because every
I was
part
going to
is
say
$400.
$4,000 seems like a bargain.
That, I mean, for real. Okay.
Yeah.
This movie just came out. Literally the biggest summer
Right.
blockbuster. It's
$1
gonna
billion.
be, yeah, it's gonna still be big for a few more weeks. If you have the fucking jacket and some the sunglasses
Yeah, of course. Who doesn't?
for $4,000, you just cruise around.
Yeah. I mean, come on. This is a persona vehicle right here. This
It
is
seems like a great buy.
Yeah, for $4,000, it's a great Halloween costume.
Exactly. Exactly. Like that's
You know, that's,
dude.
this is
That is
this
brilliant.
is sunset at
It's
Halloween,
a
bro.
full on.
Dude,
Yeah.
that is brilliant. That's a brilliant Halloween costume, dude.
Yeah, thank you.
Dude.
Yeah.
And at $4,000, there's no way you don't get your money back out of like it's not
Oh,
it's not gonna go
absolutely.
any less.
Well, especially how gas prices are going. That's going to probably
Absolutely.
go up just on that alone. It should.
Yeah, this is bottom of the market buy right here, guys.
But
We're bringing it to you. We're maybe the first to do it, but we're telling you,
I think it's a
buy
buy.
this bike. Yeah, this is a bike.
GPZ
Buy
900 is a buy.
Yeah, man. No doubt about it in my mind. I thought you were going to pull it up and they were going to be 14 because they're in such high demand right now because of both movies.
No, yeah,
my
I
God.
thought 15, 20, ZR1
Right.
prices, but no.
For sure. No, $4,000.
It's a buy. That's what we're saying.
Right. Yeah. It makes no sense.
Scoop them up.
Investment.
This is
Scoop
an
'em up.
investment piece. How many miles are on this thing?
This thing will be a classic, like seriously, because this movie will be a classic.
Yeah, of course. You remember from the original film the other iconic vehicle that I don't think appears in this second one, but nonetheless doesn't take anything away from it. You guys will remember Kelly McGinnis, I believe her name is, that actress driving this thing.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Okay,
okay. So
all right, gentlemen. So look at this. Okay, you'll remember Kelly McGinnis. It's iconic scene. She jumps. They're in Miramar, California. She jumps over that the bumpy road and lands there. When he's chasing her, love scene ensues afterwards. This car, I mean, it captured the hearts of everyone at that time because it was like this old car that looked cool. And I mean, not everybody had seen a 356 Speedster at that time, right? And you thought it was a VW, you thought it was a Carmen Ghia, until you saw that Porsche symbol on the front and back, and you said, "Wait a second, this thing is special. Sounds like a VW, but it's faster and cooler looking. It's wider, right? But the Carmen Ghia is not that much different."
Right.
So, right now, these have a very, very interesting market. There's a very interesting market going on with these cars. Current bid on this one's $200,000, ends in 9 days. There's 52 comments. This thing is getting a ton of action, right?
9 days left.
Yeah.
For 200
9
Gs.
days, yeah. 200
large.
Gs. Yeah, it's a beautiful car, nonetheless, right? It's
Agreed.
been through, it's been through an
Get rid
entire.
of the roll bar, but
I agree.
Die like a man.
yeah. I'm going to be in that. Just let me know if I roll
exactly.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like maybe there's some historic racing going on. They've got what's it called? The harnesses in there, G-force harnesses and other stuff. I mean, I don't know if that's because it's hard to find regular seatbelts, but yeah, it's got Coney dampers. It's it's not original by any means, but
It's riced up.
it's a little bit. But it's got the Fuchs wheels. It's got the matching fiberglass hardtop, which I've actually never seen one of these with a hardtop on. So I think that would be kind of cool. Look, I don't know a whole lot about these cars. I know a lot more about late model and modern Porsches than I do the 50s era, but it's pretty sexy with that. Look at this top.
Yeah, way better. Way
dude.
better.
And much better than the
How did
coupe.
it get so slick over the roll bar? Because it looked like the roll bar was what was goofing up the soft top, but
I wonder if that roll bar bolts in and out and it's not in right
I was going to say, I'm wondering if that's the case. Also, look at the
Those
wheels,
different
right? These are much
yeah.
better than the Fuchs. What I wanted to talk about with these cars is the fact that they have 10 bids on it, 200 grand, 8 days left. The numbers are looking good.
Right.
All
I
right?
would
Numbers
guess.
are looking good.
I don't know what you want for it.
Well, that's a good point.
Goes for in the past. Yes.
Correct. Yeah. So let's take a look at the actual market for these guys, and we want to do a little bit of analysis.
What does Rod Emery get for his cars? $500,000?
I know. Yeah, I think so.
Must be.
Most of the time, right? Yeah. All right, here we go. Here we go. Here are the Speedsters, right? One live auction. This is the only Speedster. By the way, the one in the movie was a 1958, 1957. I'm sure there's some small changes some nerd is going to, tell us about in the comments. But point being, very, very similar. Let's take a look at the pricing.
Holy shit.
Okay. So here's the very interesting part about this car.
Jesus.
In 2016, I almost said 1916. In 2016, we were seeing
The bigger trailer was just getting off the ground in 1960.
yeah, exactly. Him and Charles Duryea. So 300,000, 2016, 200,000, 200,000. We're seeing the bottom of the market is right around 200,000. 198 bid to, didn't sell. 271 didn't sell. Now that one was a Zagato.
That's a Speedster.
Yeah, by the way, that one is extra sexy, but that's not what we're talking about here. But anyways, 299 didn't sell. Sold for 325 in 2018. This one might be something. Oh, there's a Rod Emery
Outlaw.
Yeah, 500,000. Look at you, brother. Look at you on your numbers. Right, that's impressive. 231 did sell. 1958, same car as the movie. 1958, 202 bid to, did not sell. What we're seeing here is a car that, if anywhere under 300,000, has actually held value since 2016. Now, where else in the market are we seeing that kind of pattern, right? Where there's not just a complete increase from like something like 2016 having the bottom of the market between 2016, 2017, and then into today's collector car prices where we'd be shooting up by 40, 50% at the bare minimum.
Yeah.
We haven't seen that anywhere. In looking at this. So it seems to be holding steady. And honestly, to me, it offers what I believe to be a relatively stable value proposition for a collector Porsche. It's a bit dependent on the usual example of, the filters, like we said, Rod Emery, Zagato.
Yeah, but it's got a high entry price, but...
Yeah, right. But 250 to 300 in 2017 and 200 to 250, maybe up to 300 in 22 suggests that this is an excellent buy and hold opportunity because you can enjoy stability in this car. You can actually drive it and probably not have to worry about it as being such an investment piece that you don't even want to touch it when you're getting into it at 200, 250.
Yeah.
Again, we haven't seen this kind of pattern yet, so it was a shock to come across it on such a car like this.
Beautiful. Yeah, interesting. It's a long-term hold, but your enjoyment is free.
Yes,
and
right.
You can drive it.
Exactly.
Because it's an old, flat, 4-cylinder Porsche.
Yeah, right. Nothing's going to happen to it. You could repair it with one wrench.
Yeah, if you have a 9/16 wrench and a flathead screwdriver, you'll be fine.
So we're saying, using a Top Gun line, the hard deck is 200,000. Nothing's going below it.
Wow.
Oh man, wow. Very nice.
Wait, what's the one that's down there?
Jester.
What's the one at the very end?
Here's where we get into this is where we can get into a hullabaloo. And that is, you can spend 200 grand and get a great car that you can hold on to that's going to have a lot of value. But if you really want a driver's car that looks exactly the same, Steve, I think you've been able to find something special.
All right, yeah, let me share my screen real fast.
Go. Oh, brother.
So this is the base. So this is the JPS Speedster. Classic, Speedster lines, this, that, and the other. So the kit cost $32,550 for a base price. That's painted but unupholstered. So yeah,
you're with gonna an have engine?
To, no engine. No, okay. No, it does not include engine.
It's a glass car.
Yeah, full glass, but it's fully painted, ready to go. All you got to do is put the interior and the engine that you want. You can have them put it together. They don't really have a very big price list on it. You have to call and really talk to them about it before they do that. But so that's the base.
LS in it, or that be gauche?
Well, all right.
I'm sure that'll fit great.
Yeah, it sound wonderful.
Yeah. Dude, you could buy a pristine Corvette ZR1 and take the 4K and V8 out.
True.
For almost nothing.
You're right.
For half the cost of this kit.
And throw it in there.
Yeah.
Right. So
wedge it.
So the best example I can find, hold on, now I'm going to have to reshare my screen.
Do they have vertical mount engines? Horizontal, longitudinal? Can you do vertical? Because I believe that's the only way that you'd be able to fit it.
I want radial.
Yeah, radial engine.
There you go, Matt. I shared another.
Oh, you got another one to screen.
Yeah,
okay. I got. Oh, mama. Now just look at these cars. Come on. You're telling me that that's not a beautiful car.
Why is the bathtub so beautiful?
Honestly.
So this comes with the 2.5 liter Subaru 4-cylinder,
Oh,
4-speed and AC.
very nice. EFI.
Yeah.
Subaru EJ25. Now, you know what? That's a damn good motor. That's got some torque for this car.
Yeah, for like carrying nothing. How much
Right.
does the car weigh?
I have not seen that yet.
Oh,
but
good call. That's a good question on these. Let me find out while you guys are doing that. Let me see what a replica bathtub weighs.
Cast iron or fiberglass?
Cast iron with clawfoot tub.
But very. I mean, this thing's pretty well sorted. And
Seems like it, yeah. As long as it runs well, which it should not. It has 1,500 miles.
yeah.
Oh my goodness. Dry weight, 1,600 pounds.
Yeah,
Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
725 kgs.
freshly built 2.5
Yeah.
Subaru.
Yeah, dude. You know how that would sound? They're so smart to have used the Subaru motor because you get that torque, you get that modern fuel injection, it fits in a super tight space, and it sounds exactly like an original Porsche Boxer engine.
Yeah. It's
Dope.
What's the price, man?
I saw the price earlier. I don't know why it's not showing on here. It sold for 56,000,
Oh wow.
like 56 and some change.
Oh come on.
Well, so this is good for capitalism, right? So we have a market for the real deal that's 300 grand or approaching 300 grand, which leaves room to have awesome toys for 50 Gs.
So here you go. I'm going to stop sharing that one. I'm going to go back to JPS.
Yep.
All right. So that's the classic Speedster. Then you can get the custom Speedster, which looks a little bit more racy.
Oh, this is a rally car.
A little bit more James Deany, some say.
Oh no.
So with Subaru engine and everything, 50 grand.
Gs?
Yeah.
Out the door?
Out the door.
No upholstery?
What?
No, there's no interiors.
Okay. So exterior and interior choices. So this doesn't include paint or
or painted.
upholstery.
I think it is painted. It said paint.
Oh, it is painted.
Before, but no upholstery.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Wow.
You pick the color and then you buy some buckets and
dude,
hit the road, Jack.
Interior choices. Yeah.
Can you imagine one of these with a Herbie the Love Bug kind of paint scheme with that classic red and blue stripe? Dope.
So this one's a little nutty. This one gets a little bit more because it's got a fully built, 2.0, which is a 125 horsepower. Matt, that pretty much doubles or triples the original.
Oh my goodness, yeah. It's going to take him. I don't know if you noticed that, but it's going to take him 2 years for delivery. So,
yeah.
I mean,
listen, they're a little bit behind.
Well, I mean, so is Ford. So I'm not going to blame them.
Right.
Too bad. Bronco orders 24 months behind.
So Matt, do I pull out the big gun now? Do I show like the insanity?
Oh, yeah. I think you have to.
Okay. Well, here.
I don't know what Jay's going to feel about this.
Yeah. So I'll let Jay catch up on the reading. We've already read this.
Yeah.
68. Not bad. I mean,
0 to 60 in 5 seconds in this bathtub.
Under 5.
Under 5.
It's got to be
under 5.
I think it's cool. It's just not for me, but I think it's cool.
Yeah.
I think me and Matt were both on the same, but we kind of talked about that. It's just like I don't think it's going to be for him. I think he's going to think it's pretty cool, but it's just not there.
It's cool, but part of that car has got like, I don't know how we're going to do electric cars in the future. That's a whole different episode as far as sound.
Right.
And
listen, that's not an episode. That's a season.
That might be season 2.
Evoking like a visceral response. I don't know how you do that without the sound part.
Right. I agree. And now,
not that it doesn't make any sound. I'm sure it whizzes and whirs, but
right.
What's that? What's that
horrible
looking Citroen car from back in the day?
At least the hubcaps are more modest.
Yeah, the CV1.
The hubcaps are more modest on the coupe. They're
Oh, they are. It's understated. Yeah. Less Madonna. Now, you could buy an original. I'm sure there's going to be projects and stuff like that, barn finds that'll probably be around 50 grand. Do you buy this, enjoy it turnkey, or are we the type of people to want to build something from original? Maybe it still ends up with a Boxer motor, but it's an original Porsche, and we build it up and say spend 120, through the entire restoration project, or do you just do a turnkey and enjoy it because the looks are identical?
I mean, if what you're saying is possible,
Mm-hmm.
then it's up for debate whether that's because if you could get out the door for 120 or 150,
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah,
and you have a $300,000 car when you're done because you
Right.
did the research. I don't know what the availability is on finding the parts to put the car together.
Rusty bathtub.
Or if you end up buying, rustybathtubs.com. If you buy,
Start that.
if
Steve, write
you-
that down.
I'm on that right now.
Oh, you're already writing it.
yeah, take your safe search off and be careful.
But
But
Yeah, good
oh,
point.
that's malware. That's a bad
Yeah,
day.
that one. That's all over your
But-
virus.
at the end of the day, are there enough of them and enough parts to actually make a Porsche replica, or are you stuffing a Subaru into a real Porsche chassis, which maybe would give you some provenance over these cars? But as far as how often do you see 356s in nature, like out
In the wild?
and about? Yeah, in the wild.
Yeah. Mhm.
And then for most people, they're not going to have any idea
Yeah. No.
that it's
you're right.
not real. It's a $300,000 experience, right? 49 grand.
Yeah. Good point. Right. No. I mean,
I'm
I
a
think
bargain shopper.
But
It's
with the
crazy.
Speedster, I think it comes to the phrase of maybe withholding the truth and maybe not telling a lie.
Okay.
So if nobody knows and you
Right, I
don't
feel you.
offer up the it's fake, it's not
Nice.
really that you're lying to them, you're just withholding the truth. Whereas if you're like, oh, look at my Speedster that I bought, and you're trying to sell it as a $300,000 car, that's telling a lie. There's a difference.
Yeah. Still a speedster.
Yeah.
So anybody that comes up to you, let me just. This is hypothetical.
Let's
and then
role
we'll
play.
move on. Yeah.
Hey, bro.
It's role play hour.
Sweet Elantra.
Right.
How are you doing?
Don't hammer. Role playing. Yeah. So you're at a gas station. I'll throw this to you, Steve first.
Okay.
You're at a gas station, and you're filling it up with regular because Subaru takes regular. And the guy comes up and he's like, "Man, that is a beautiful 356 Speedster. I haven't seen one in that color since I was 16 years old." What do? Do you tell him right away, "Oh, this is a kit"? I mean, or you make him happy and say, you know what, he hadn't seen one since 1956 or whatever, and it's probably at the end of his rope. You gave him a lot of joy by pulling
He's
it out of the
probably
garage.
at the end of his rope. How do you know he's at the end of his rope?
Well,
because the
that-
number of Slim Jims in his hand? Or what?
Well, because he was 16 in 1956. I just did the math. So,
Gotcha. Okay, all right. I didn't know if it had anything to do with cured meat. I was
yeah.
curious.
Hey, you remember last week, Carry the Six? I did that.
Yeah.
So, what do you do?
I like letting people down, so I tell them exactly what it is. If somebody calls it out of the 356, I'm letting them know.
Okay.
You're
All right.
like,
You're killing all his
well,
dreams.
Good call, moron. It's a
Yeah,
replica.
obviously you've never seen one, dumbass, because
Yeah,
this
yeah,
is
yeah.
totally different.
Yeah. I got this built last week.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't tell them that you're like a bargain shopper, or do you try to sell it? Like, well, since you're on your last leg, there, I see,
Yeah. Right.
pops. Would you be interested in buying this because it's worth 300, but I'll give it to you for 200?
So you
See,
scam him.
I see your pocket full of
Well, I
cured
mean,
meats that you obviously
America,
have money
after
to
all.
spend.
No. I see that you've got a lot of disposable income
Right.
due to your affinity
Social Security
of
pension.
cured meats. Yeah.
Cured meats.
Yeah. Sign your pension over to me.
And your gas station donuts selection.
Right.
So, I mean, if you're interested, it's for sale.
Because my point is, what do you think?
I don't know when you introduce that's an interesting thought experiment to figure out
Okay.
when you say.
I mean, he's going to walk away a little disappointed, right? And
So if you let him think you're not disappointing, I don't like putting disappointment into the air. That sucks.
I know.
Don't be sad,
You're a
old
positive
man.
guy. I've always known that about you. So the the point is that you bring joy to other people when you show them beautiful things. If you're driving a nice car like that, you want them to say, "Man, this thing is beautiful." They don't need to know necessarily the details. If they get joy out of the fact that they think they saw a Ferrari, I guess I'm good with a kit car Ferrari. Look at all my things in the background. I shouldn't be. But the point is that if that helps the image of a car or a brand and it gives somebody some joy and a little kid gets to see this thing pass and say, "Daddy, did you see that classic Porsche?" Hey, man, I don't feel like breaking their hearts. I'm not going to come up to them and be like, "You know what? This is a kit, by the way. This is all fiberglass. This doesn't
This
exactly
is all bullshit.
match."
The
Yeah,
world's
it's all
bullshit, son.
Yeah. Son,
Welcome to the world.
There's no way out.
Yeah. This is what the world's going to do to you, okay?
Doomsday.
You're going to be fake. Everything's fake. You got a fake Rolex, fake Porsche. Come on, man.
Oh,
I mean, come on.
That's a clip.
So anyways, I think there is a level of responsibility when you drive one of these cars that you do drive it, and if anybody comes up to you and talks to you about it, that unless they're really interested in the fact that it could be a kid car, if it's an old man or a kid, let them believe it. Give them the joy.
Well, I think that's car culture, period, though, isn't it? It's just
Sure.
It's enjoying what you build, but seeing the enjoyment that it brings others to see what you've done.
There you go. We don't do it all for ourselves, do we? We're going to move on from that fantastic Top Gun talk. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I feel like we did some good for the movie. We really promoted them. Oh, my goodness. I almost forgot. I promised you something special.
Okay.
All right.
Good.
All right. So here's something special that I think you're going to appreciate. Now, look, admittedly, okay, that our attempted connection to the film here, while crossing genres from planes to cars, it's perhaps slightly incommodious. But in my hunt for these cars, I stumbled on a more decoupled example, which I thought you guys would like to see. Top Gun Automotive.
Oh, wow. Okay. This is used car lot, eh?
It is indeed, yes.
Okay.
Used car lot. Now they do sell some, fine used vehicles.
The
best
first
price
picture
guarantee.
has to have the front lip guards on it. For fuck's sake.
Right, the guards on it. Yeah.
Would you stop?
All right, but you got to find my car. I mean, they have a fairly decent website here, but I want you to pay very close attention to this banner and their logo.
Right.
This is fantastic. Top Gun Automotive. Now, I mean, again, I understand the connection here, and these guys are celebrating the film. They're very proud, obviously, right? That's to be. But clearly, they're big fans. They're celebrating it openly. They aren't far from what's called Raptor Country.
You know what?
There, Pensacola.
You know what?
Right?
They're not celebrating it. You know why? Because they do not have a Kawasaki that's in Florida.
Thank you.
Why did they buy?
Bill.
This is a $4,000. This is a write-off.
Marketing genius.
Okay, this is it. They've got they got white tile floor, gray grout, the usual. There's nothing in there except for there is a very decent Nissan Titan 4x4, which on my way up to South Carolina, I may stop and take a look at it. But that's beside the point.
You can drop off the Kawasaki.
This bike was meant for you.
Bro,
so I'd like
it's
a $30,000
obligatory
pickup truck in exchange.
If you're going to use this logo, you got to have something. You got to have something in your lobby there that connects the film, the showroom.
You don't have an F-14 in the background. If you don't have an F-14 online,
it's right.
You have to have.
Yeah, you got to have something. It's just a suggestion for the marketing department. You don't want to disappoint these
everybody has
tourists.
Everybody has
walking
to
in
wear
there.
a jacket for every sale.
What?
Right.
What do you do if you walk up to this place and these guys, the sales guys, file out of the trailer that they're in, and they're all wearing leather jackets with the flag of Taiwan on the back?
Guy, we high five and then we play volleyball. Wait, what the fuck?
Shirts for skins.
This was last week's. We had this fantastic game show that Gorilla Steve had come up with. Does it have a name yet, by the way?
We're desperate. I mean, we're not.
You know what? This might be a first in any video, any YouTube program, but or podcast. The first one, whatever it is, that's what it'll be named.
Oh yeah, 100%. and we'll deal with it. We'll deal with the
What-
consequences on the backside.
What dreams may come.
Exactly. All
Jay,
right,
you
so
look angry.
who's-
What happened?
Yeah,
What the hell?
he's-
I'm sorry. I've discovered things that are interesting.
I've discovered-
oh, jeez. This is and the Patreon
man.
episode begins.
Oh yeah, right now, yeah,
I'm just
absolutely.
curious.
I've discovered things.
Like
I can't wait to do an overlay on that one.
sometimes the world's confusing to me.
Oh.
That's
Well,
called
sometimes
bourbon, sir.
reserve, so it has to be no reserve.
Yeah.
All right. Who's
Starting
going
out.
first?
I don't care. Who wants to go first? You want me to go first?
Well, look at Steve. The right of way. Gorillas get the right of way in almost all situations. If you know, as anyone with limbs will tell you. So why don't you do us the honor of lighting this candle of mediocrity?
I've put up my my sharing of screen.
Oh, I know.
Ooh, wow.
Oh,
I did not take you for a Mopar man.
I mean,
I
I'm
did not
usually
either.
not, but you can't pass that up. It's 92 W250
Okay. All right.
club cab.
I'm not
Cummins,
mad
four-wheel
at it.
drive and 5-speed.
how can you be?
5.9 liter, 6BT.
AM FM cassette. That's all I gotta say.
Oh, dude. I still have my Vanilla Ice original.
Shows only 179,000 miles.
Okay. It's barely broken in for
Okay.
the Cummins.
Yeah, exactly.
Clean Arizona title. So I mean, in all reality, for a 92, that thing's pretty fucking clean. When I was looking at it, I
Oh,
was like,
there's no doubt about it.
Jesus, she's pretty for what she is.
I like how it sits. I know it's wrong. I know that the wheel and tire size is wrong. I get that, and that can be fixed. But I kind of like the way it sits.
Yeah. I think it gives you, it's more business than pleasure with that.
Yeah, listen,
That
Good
ride.
call. Mm-hmm.
I'm all about getting.
Oh, bucket seats, son. Where did you find
What?
this thing? In
In
1992?
'92.
You're welcome, boys. You're welcome.
Wow. Are those really stock interior?
Yeah, stock interior.
Wow. It looks plush.
Man, you know what? I thought in '92 we went to like that futuristic looking Dodge Ram style. What year was that? '94 maybe?
Oh, where the
Oh.
headlights drop down?
Yeah. Was that '94? Did they go from that to that? Like that's. I feel like they were like went through a time warp.
I think the supercomputer's looking it up right now. But the engine is clean. It's a nice Cummins. Like it's reliable as all get out. 160 horsepower, 400 foot-pounds of torque, and super clean underneath.
Oh boy, is it?
I was at first, and then this is all the paperwork on this thing.
Oh,
Wow.
yes. This is the end of the era, dude. July 1993.
Oh, okay.
'93.
So this is the last.
But I
year.
mean, look at the light years that they jumped from this design to that. This is looking like '82.
It was only the first generation, 1980 to 1993.
That's insane.
Yep.
Interesting.
Wow. I mean, that's a long run, right?
That's why it looks like that, because it didn't change at all since 1980.
Wow. I don't think I realized that. I didn't know these things were in '92. This was new. Look at this thing. That looks like '76.
This is banana.
That's bananas. That's a '92.
Dude, because the 93 looks
Yeah.
That's
Futuristic.
yeah.
Bro, we hit like warp drive. This should have been biggest news of all time. In the automotive history, I don't know that any vehicle other than this one has jumped like
They literally
a generation that is so vastly different.
had the oldest possible like design and then
Yeah.
made the biggest jump like
Yes.
between generations because they
Bro.
outclassed all the other ones. It looked
Absolutely.
crazy next to them.
Yeah.
Steve, you have found something that is shockingly captivating. I don't know how you do this every episode.
Oh, it's got a tear
Unbelievable.
to seat. Oh,
Well,
look at those door
to be
panels.
expected.
Yeah.
Goodness,
Switches,
dude.
Yeah.
switches, dude.
Those switches are straight 81.
God, I could hear this door closing right now. Just
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Everyone within a
Goodness
30-mile
gracious.
radius can is gonna slam the shit out of it.
Dude,
But it's so fucking clean.
I'll tell you what, if you bought a 1980 one of these and you kept it pristine, I mean, you got a great value. You drove that thing till 1993 and everybody thought it was brand new.
Yeah.
Okay.
That has
The
never happened
Dodges
except for
before
maybe a
that
Jeep.
had numbers. The D200 was before the
Oh, okay.
Ram, so that's when the Ram
Oh,
started.
so that's the first
was
of
in
the first.
1980. Yeah.
Yeah, this
There's
is
that
man.
cassette player right there.
Okay, well, look, the cassette player looks like 92. I'll give him that.
They all had the same cassette player. So that's a GM. It just said like
I was gonna say, that's-
Cadillac right there instead of Chrysler.
Yeah, but
all
look
look
at
the
the
same.
AC controls above it. That's straight 82.
Listen,
Unbelievable,
it's got a
this
cigarette
vehicle.
lighter.
Oh,
in
look
it,
at
too.
look. Hey guy,
Wow.
look, a cigarette lighter. Like wow,
In 92.
mind blown. What is the
Man,
big
that's
box that says Cummins? Is that just warning lights?
One giant warning light.
Well, like
that the
on
engine is on.
left. Oh, so like 4-wheel drive.
So there's the 4-wheel drive
Oh, right there. Yeah.
indicator,
Oh, okay.
Oh,
So
dude,
it
that
has
all
some
lights up.
controls there. Yeah.
Fucking incandescent bulbs and shit. That shit
diesel
must be
fuel
good.
only.
Yeah. Reminder.
Yeah, those are
Excellent.
probably warning lights of some sort.
I'm blown away by this vehicle. I mean, I'm blown away by the fact that it's a 92, and then I just like it hit me like a lightning bolt that I remembered like 93 or 94. The thing that's when the one came out with the blue one with the white stripes and the SST wheels. It looks sick.
Yeah.
Yep.
How the hell?
Yeah. We fired the old. This is
Yeah. I had to wait for that guy to die.
Yeah,
We've been doing the same shit
Jesus.
since the 70s.
Right. It's one of the Dodge brothers still alive.
God damn it, it's got to be square. Yeah.
Good call,
So-
Steve. That's a great pick, brother.
So did I do good this time?
I like
Guy.
it. I like it.
No,
I like
I'm
it.
in. I'm in.
Did you not do good last time?
I don't think I did. I think
Oh.
I failed.
No.
All right, well, I'll rewind the tape. I'll take a look, but I thought you did pretty well. So far, we're all on a run.
I think you do good all the time because it's what you wanted anyway.
Oh.
Is that original paint shit?
Yeah.
That thing looks clean.
Dude,
They
I'm
buffed
telling
it
you.
out.
It doesn't.
It's
It doesn't say that it's been like redone or anything. So,
Wow.
but
It's an interesting color combo. Who the hell ordered like gunmetal
Red
over
and silver.
red?
yeah.
Yeah. Oh, there you go.
All right. So interesting.
I
interesting.
almost grabbed the 6-liter. I looked at the 6-liter.
I know.
I almost grabbed it.
So look at this. So I've been seeing 6-liter pickups running around lately since I've sold mine, and I just miss it.
Oh man. that thing
So
is
I
It makes
decided
good
to
noises.
look up excursions,
Yeah, yeah.
and obviously the 7.3 is more desirable. So I had a dilemma on my hands here because this one's double the price, although this one's almost ending, so that may be the cap there, which is insane because I sold my truck for. I mean, it has more miles than my truck, but it also has head studs. I sold my truck for like almost double that, which is crazy. Same year, 05. But the 7.3 being twice as much money, maybe more, right? Because this is 5 days left on the auction. So I was like, well, what would happen if I went to eBay?
Good plan. I like this.
You can buy a full long block engine for
Mhm.
$3,600.
Oh my goodness.
For 7.3?
7.3 Power Stroke remanufactured diesel long block engine,
What the?
Dude.
like a fresh one.
Oh, okay, so now
You can buy a
look, you guys-
complete used one for $2,600.
You guys know a lot more about these Fords than I do. I love them though. I mean, I think they're super cool. But why is it if it's already installed in the car, is it so much more valuable than just the long block?
Yeah,
I don't know.
There's
I
a
don't-
little bit of putting that in there, but
Sure, but I mean-
but the 6-liter, they've already solved the problem. It's studded. Like
Yeah,
you
this one's studded, and as long as you don't get nuts and don't like the only thing that blew all these up was I think the wholly reason that they have a bad name is because they were cheaper than 7.3s to buy stock,
okay.
right?
Yeah.
So they've always been 10% cheaper, or whatever you want to say it was, right? $3,000 cheaper or something from the new market all the way through, just based on pure displacement number or the MSRP, right? Ford's not going to list the MSRP on a 7.3 less than a 6.0.
No.
So they're easier to get, right? By a certain margin.
Yeah.
and then you put a tuner on it.
Well,
and
yeah,
you blow it the fuck up. Now you
well,
can put a
what-
tuner on the 7.3 and it holds a little better. But you can still blow that shit up too if you want to.
well, yeah, but I mean, like this, but with the 6.0s, like it blew when you were trying to make, 450 horsepower and like 700 pounds of torque with a bully dog and nothing else done other than an intake and exhaust.
Right. A hope and a prayer and 150,000 miles.
But if you stud it, you can make like 800 or 900 horsepower and over 1,200 foot-pounds of torque at the wheels, and it will hold it almost all day, every day.
Like this one's 2-wheel drive. I didn't realize that.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
That's
that makes
probably
no
why it's
axle
a little
here.
bit-
There's no
Yeah.
axle
Okay,
here.
so beyond that, talk to me about the stock power differences between the 7.3 and the 6.0.
Not a lot.
Yeah,
I don't know exactly off the top of my head, but this was before. This is the very burgeoning market of making bananas horsepower and torque numbers with a tuner.
Okay.
And just
Okay.
over speeding a turbo or stuffing more air into it or anything like that. But I just was doing market research. This one sold at the end of last year. What?
Right. Oh, dude, I remember when these were hitting like 100, 120 grand. And I was like, this is insane. Now, that only has 16,000 miles on it. And it probably cost the equivalent of about 100 grand when it was new, right? In early 2000s money.
Maybe, you think it's that expensive?
I mean, I think they were like,
This
weren't they like
one's
60
just
grand
sits
back
up
then?
here.
They
by
were
itself.
$60,000-$70,000. Yeah.
I think so. Back then,
2003
fully loaded
money.
with the 7.3? Yeah,
Maybe.
2003
Yeah, I
money, which
wouldn't
would be
say, like,
closer
Maybe
to
for an
like 90.
excursion.
Yeah, top well and like fully loaded. Yeah,
Limited.
They have a window sticker.
So I mean, like the other thing, Matt, with diesels and stuff like that is most diesels are direct injected and all that stuff, and high pressure injectors, and their duty cycles from the factory are maybe at like 45%. So
Okay.
like it takes nothing. You can increase the duty cycle of your injectors, which just pour in more injectors. All you got to do is make sure no more air comes in and more air goes out, which will spin the turbo faster. And you don't have to do a lot of modifications. You can just do a little bit of a software update, and you can make 100 more horsepower and 200 more foot-pounds of torque.
I see.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, dude, they're awesome. I love them.
Yeah, they're so
I saw a
giant.
jacked up one probably. I don't know. It was probably about a year ago now. It was jacked up on some fuels and just like I think 35s. Not huge, but I mean it just looks so freaking dope. Yeah,
There you go.
I mean,
There it is.
Yeah, yeah, very similar. It's very similar to that. I think those are XDs, but yeah. But yeah, it's man. It just looked. It was black. It just looks so good, dude. I love that truck. I would drive
I
one.
don't know
today.
why I like this front end.
That front end is so
Yeah,
iconic.
yeah,
It's
it's
so iconic
beast.
for what it
So
was.
good. Yeah, I
And
miss
the
mine.
aftermarket headlights that are available for that body style, dude,
Oh,
there's some
endless.
really cool looking
There's
shit.
tons of them.
Yeah. Oh, there's one right there. Check out that modified one. That looks like it's stanced right.
Which one?
The black one down at the bottom. That one looks really similar to what I
this
saw.
one.
Yeah.
Let's see, it's a 6.0. Went for 30.
Yeah, that's it right there. Dude, that's the exact same. Dude, that looks identical. That might be it.
Yeah, that's
Nice
ready
roof
to.
rack on
That's
everything.
a family hauler,
Overlander.
dude.
That's an Overlander
Bro.
right there.
Okay. Did this one sold for 30 grand?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Come on. You're going to buy that or a Maverick?
Well, that's just it. What are you going to get in today's
Sorry, I
market?
had to connect the
Your
Top Gun
Gas,
thing.
Yeah,
your
there you
gas
go, there you go,
prices are going to be your gas expenditure will be different. Mileage
I
may
understand
vary.
that. I understand. Right. Gotcha. But, I mean, let's assume that that's not as much of a concern in this situation and you're saving money. You could have bought a Land Rover Discovery for 55 or this. Get out of here.
Yeah, and this
Save the
just
20
has.
grand. Spend it on the gas.
This is perfectly modified. Intake,
Yeah.
ARP head studs, turbo back
okay.
exhaust, and EGR delete. Done. It's
Mhm.
perfect.
All right. Set me up with that one.
It already sold.
Steve, can you make that happen? Marketing department. Set me up with that.
I'll see what I can do.
Yeah, Steve, use the company credit card and go
company
ahead
card.
and pick up a pair of them.
Company credit card is really taking a beating today.
He's taking a beating. You're getting some points. And
Oh, nice.
Fucking shit.
There's no Unimogs for sale. This is cheap. 23 grand.
yeah, that's what I
Dude,
said. I was like,
okay, yeah. I thought
think
you were
one of
going
guys is
after
gonna hit
the.
on this thing with me.
I thought you were
buy
going to go
that
after the Hummer H1
and-
that was up.
You could put a ZR1 on the back of it for less
When
than the price of your fucking truck.
Thank you. Yeah, look at this beast.
When did that come on? I really didn't see it.
23.5 ends in 3 days. How did you miss this? Ends in 3 days. 39
I
comments.
swear to
go,
God,
come
I
on.
went into no
I need
reserve.
more pictures. I need to see the
I
back.
go,
Yeah.
Toe Pig, this thing is definitely, it's got a 12,000-pound winch. I mean, come on.
Well, we know who wins. We
It
know
sells
who
it.
wins
Look at
this
the,
round.
look at the,
Son of a bitch.
look. What I love is the back from this view looks like it's a brand new truck.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But then you go around to the front and it's straight cab over deliciousness.
Oh. Dude, that's a
Crazy looking.
16-inch
Oh.
outdoors.
Then you can
God.
sleep in it. Perfect. Dude.
Oh, come on, man.
Oh,
It's
dude.
converted.
It's not a bad
Jesus.
deal. 23 G's?
No, that's
What did they
like
spend to
a
build
free-
this?
Yeah,
More than that.
Yeah, bro. Total mileage is unknown. I'm sure it's 1 million. That's fine.
Yeah, 350s.
Oh, look at this side tanks.
Might need some help. We'll do the 7.3 swap in that one, or 6.0
Yeah, yeah.
swap.
Yeah, I was gonna say you put a, we could do some work, maybe some nitrous.
You're not getting anywhere real fast with a car on the back end.
No, you're not.
Only a
No,
350.
you're not. But that's
carbureted
not what I
350.
wanted. Yeah, I didn't want that. I wanted this
No,
thing.
no,
I mean,
no,
this
low and
is
slow. It's a
low and
showpiece.
slow, bro.
Yeah, you got to
Got
look
28 more pictures. We're not gonna go through them, but like, I mean, they're proud of this thing too. I feel like real proud for
It looks
23.5.
great. I don't think it's
Dude.
crazy. 23 grand.
dude, that's a
I mean,
steal.
just as a pile of
For
parts.
20 grand for less than 50. That's a
As
fucking
long as
steal.
it represents when you're up close to it, it looks pretty
Yeah.
good. It looks pretty straight.
I think it will.
And it's
I did
useful.
go through and I looked at it. It's very useful. I looked at the other 28 pictures and they got really detailed. There's a couple little scratches, whatever. But I mean, it looks like it's worth way more than 23.5. Now, of course, it's got 3 days, but
it's just
I
the
don't see
market.
it going over
right?
60.
Like, it's worth more to who? You got to
Yeah.
be an
Yeah, well.
insane person to buy it, but a good kind of insane.
What are you saying? What are you saying?
You just
No,
need to be a person that has a ZR1 that needs to tow it to the track.
Right. You have to
Exactly.
buy a black
Can you
one
imagine?
now.
Yeah.
Bro, I was about to say, can you imagine a black ZR1 on the back of that thing with those
or
Sledgehammer.
Sledgehammer? Yeah. Black
yes, that's
sledgehammer?
what belongs on the
Oh.
back. Yes,
Yes.
a sledgehammer belongs on the back of that. And if you save that kind of money, I mean, you could afford it. I think I love it because it reminds me of something from like Mad Max before, like all the nuclear winter and barbed wire accessory
Yeah.
trends that follow.
I think even some mods could go a long way. I think you could put the 22-inch wheels on that thing, like the 10 lugs.
Ooh.
Oh, dude.
10 lug conversion would be sick.
Well, like
But
that.
this thing,
Put some bags on the back to just bring the back all the way down.
Yeah, bag the whole thing so it sits on the ground when you offload your sledgehammer.
Yeah.
I mean, why wouldn't you? But it looks awesome. I can see like a henchman tied up on the grill, like holding rusty chainsaws. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, it does the job. It says, look, if you question the track car, the prowess of the track car that's yet to be determined on the back, I'm thinking the Callaway, then, that's what I'm towing. Then your track car is in the running for a free post-apocalyptic makeover. Like I'm going to crush this thing with look at this thing. It is a beast. That is a straight Mad Max truck.
I love it. You won the day. Okay,
yeah,
you won the internet.
All I can think about. All I can think about is
You won
this
the
thing.
internet. Yay.
Here
we go.
We go.
Ba, 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 ba.
So you guys let me know when you're ready. Do I need to add
I'll
anything?
get you every time.
There's so many memories.
I know. It's true. It's so
Do I
true.
need to add a category that anybody can come off the top of their head?
I like how you did childhood as 2 words.
Yeah.
So this is childhood. Like,
Yeah, it's the hood.
Like-
It's the hood car.
all right. I'm feeling it. I'll fix it there. No, leave it capital H because that's badass. There you go, childhood, son.
I don't even know why I did that way, but whatever.
Oh, that was.
Oh, Lord.
All right, Overland 80s movie car,
Russian
6-wheel, yeah, grocery getter with 7 seats or more. Okay, house moving power. First car, businessman from Tokyo. Very good. Thank you for throwing that in there for the classic. It's a good throwback to the Wing House trivia days.
Yeah. It's all right. So we ready? tell us?
Mm-hmm.
All right, here we
Spin
go.
it.
Oh man, when that thing spins, it looks so cool.
Yeah,
This is a technology grant.
it's going fast.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a brilliant one. That's a
Ooh.
brilliant one. Well done. Well done. Well done, Steve. You added that one. That was a late addition, and I think it really is going to be a good payoff.
So now let's switch over to the amounts. Oops. All right. We're gonna go full screen mode this time.
Here we go. Oh, look at this.
Ready?
Look at this. By the way, did you pay for the premium? Because I didn't see any ads this time.
That's it.
Nice.
Wow. Just put it on the company credit card.
Oh, look at that! Wow, look at this.
Oh,
You had so many categories on there.
Crazy.
Like 165.
How the hell does that fit? First car.
This is an odd one.
This is gonna be fun. This
First
is gonna
car,
be very
165. Who are we?
199 967. What
Yeah.
did you do here? Like,
There's a 968 category.
Well, no. So you can't get to 200,000 even.
Oh, I see. I see. what you're
good.
trying to do.
we're $33 short.
Yeah, I know.
I see. I know. Not $1 short. 33.
Yeah, well, you can't even go for 19999.
No. So this is first car in Dubai, then. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yes.
Okay, got it.
This insanity, this is your brainchild, and I see your fingerprints all over it.
Oh
Yeah.
wow!
Yeah.
I don't know how to take that.
Yeah. Oh, damn! The ads are back. I guess the credit card declined.
Oh, but
The good old days.
So, did you? By the way, did you get the Facebook working?
no.
Okay.
Hard stop.
Well, I know we were texting about it with because it turns out that we we had actually hired an adult to look over things in our past,
right?
Which was
Smart of
shocking
us
to me
do that. Yeah.
to even know.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But no, I have not gone any further. I was unable to access things.
Okay, no worries. We'll figure it out
so far.
Okay, understood. It's fine.
So, in closing tonight, the last segment, something new. Just going to call it Big J's Cliffhanger. It's one question, one answer each. And then it will give our viewers a chance to join the conversation and chime in on comment sections on Instagram or YouTube. One answer, one answer only.
Okay.
No context. If you want to argue and justify your position, you can do that later in the comment section, but not
understood.
here.
Okay. All right, got it.
Okay. German touring car or Australian supercar?
Wow, fantastic.
Go Gorilla.
Supercar.
I get it. Is there an era? Oh, I'm asking a question. Damn it. I already screwed up the game.
Damn it.
I'm sorry. My fault.
Ruined everything. I worked so hard. We need an answer, Maddie. We need an answer.
DTM.
Okay. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you enjoyed the show. Good evening.
Blessings.
Good night. And we'll see you again.